Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss Introduction to Medical Terminology. This video is going to helpful for the students who have just got admission in their medical and paramedical courses. So let's start. The outline of today's video is first, we will see what are the basic elements of medical word. Then we will discuss what are the various suffices, and in the end we will discuss what are the various prefixes. This is the outline of today's video. So language of medicine is a specialized vocabulary which is used by healthcare practitioners, and many current medical word elements originated as early as 1st century before Christ when Hippocrates practiced medicine. With advancement in medicine, new terms have evolved to reflect these innovations. For example, radiographic terms such as magnetic resonance imaging, that is MRI, and ultrasound are now used to describe current diagnostic procedures. Word parts are the key. So there are four basic types of word parts which are used to create complex medical terms. First one is the word roots. Second one is the combining forms. Third one is suffices. And the fourth one is prefixes. So these are the four types of word parts which are used to create complex medical terms. And we will see each in detail one by one. So first we will see word roots. So word roots are the foundation of medical term and contain its primary meaning. All the medical terms have at least one word root, and word roots are derived from Greek or Latin language. Thus, two different roots may have the same meaning. For example, Greek word dermatos and the Latin word cutane both refer to the skin. So, word roots are mainly derived from the Greek or Latin language, and two different roots may have the same meaning. And as a general rule, Greek roots are used to build words that describe disease, condition, diagnosis, or treatment. This thing is very important. Greek roots are used to build words that describe disease, condition, diagnosis, or treatment. And the Latin roots are used to build words that describe anatomical structures. So for the describing any anatomical structures, we use Latin roots, and for describing various disease, condition, diagnosis, or treatment, we use Greek roots. So that is regarding the word roots. Now we will see the example of various word roots. So for the skin, Greek terminology is the dermatos and the Latin terminology is the cutis. And over here, word root is the dermat for the dermatos and cutane for the cutis. Same for the kidney. Greek terminology is the nephros and the Latin terminology is the reins. And the word root for the nephros is the nephro and the word root for the reins is the rene. And the same for the mouth. Greek terminology is the stomatos and the Latin terminology is the oris. And the word root for the stomatos is the stomat. The word root for the oris is the or. So these are the example of word roots. Now we will see combining forms. So combining forms is created when a word root is combined with a vowel. Mind well, combining form is created when a word root is combined with a vowel. And over here, combining vowel is most commonly an O, but sometimes it is an I. So vowel, which is known as a combining vowel, is most commonly is an O, but sometimes it is an I. The combining vowel has no meaning of its own, but it is used to combine two word elements. So combining vowel has no meaning of its own, but it enables two word elements to be connected. Now we will see the example of combining vowel. So the word root over here is the eryth and the vowel is O. So the combining form is created is the erythro and the meaning of erythro is the red. Same way, word root is the hepat and the vowel is O, and combining word root with the combining vowel, the combining form is created is the hepato. That means liver. The same way immuno, nephro and osteo. Immuno means it is related to the immune system, immunity or safe. Nephro means it is related to the kidney. Osteo means it is related to the bone. It is the same example. So for the bone, that is osteo; for the muscle, that is myo; for the spinal cord, that is myelo; for the nerve, that is neuro; and for the joint, it is arthro. So this is how combining form is created by combining word root with the combining vowel, that is O. Now we will see the most important part, that is suffices. So suffices are usually placed at the end of the word that changes the meaning of the word. Suffices is the very important word element which is placed at the end of the word that changes the meaning of the word. The term tonsillitis and tonsillectomy, there are suffices used are itis, which is mean inflammation, and ectomy, which means excision or removal. So changing the suffices changes the meaning of word. So over here, if term itis is applied at the end of the word tonsil, that means it is related to the inflammation of tonsil. And if the suffices ectomy is added at the end of the word tonsil, that means it is related to the excision or removal of tonsil. So we can say that changing the suffix changes the meaning of word. In medical terminology, a suffix usually describes pathology, that is disease or abnormality, symptom, surgical or diagnostic procedures, or part of speech. In medical terminology, suffix usually describe a pathology. And many suffices are derived from Greek or Latin words. This one is the example. Tonsil plus itis, that means inflammation. So the word which is created by adding suffix itis is the tonsillitis, that is inflammation of tonsil. Another example of combining form with suffix is the if we are adding suffix itis at the end of the combining form gastro, that means gastritis, that is inflammation of stomach. If we are adding suffix megali at the end of the combining form gastro, that means gastromegaly, that is enlargement of stomach. If we are adding suffix oma, that means tumor, at the end of the combining form gastro, that means it is the tumor of the stomach. So same way for the hepato, it is hepatitis, hepatomegaly and hepatoma. Now we will see various pathological suffices. So over here there are two suffices which are used to describe pain. The first one is the algia and second one is the dynia. Both means pain. And if we do word analysis for the suffix algia and dynia, that is neuralgia. So neuralgia, that means pain of nerve. Neur means nerve. And for the dynia, that is otodynia. Otodynia means pain in the ear. Here auto means ear. Second suffix is the seal. Seal means swelling or hernia. And the word analysis for the suffix seal is the hepatoseal, that is hernia of the liver. Fine. And another terminology we can use is hydrocele, that is swelling of the scrotum. Fine. Another pathological suffix is the ectasis. Ectasis means dilation or expansion. And if we do word analysis for the suffix ectasis, that is bronchoectasis. So bronchoectasis is basically dilation or expansion of one or more bronchi. Fine. That is the ectasis. Then another suffix is the edema. The literal meaning of edema is swelling. And the word analysis for the suffix edema is the lymphedema. So lymphedema, that means swelling and accumulation of tissue fluid. Then another suffix is the emesis. Emesis meaning is vomiting. If we do word analysis for the emesis, that is hyperemesis. Now hyper means increased, excessive. So hyper meaning of hyperemesis is excessive vomiting. Another suffix is enia. Enia means anything which is related to the blood condition. And the word analysis for the suffix enia is the anemia. Over prefix which is used is the N. N means without or not. So the blood condition caused by decrease in the red blood cells. So that is the meaning of anemia. Another one is the gen. Gen means forming, producing or origin. And the word analysis for the suffix gen is carcinogen. That is means forming or producing or origin of cancer. Over here carcino means it is related to the cancer. And another suffix which is used for the forming, producing or origin is the genesis. And the word analysis for the genesis is the carcinogenesis. Another example of pathological suffix is the ISS. ISS is the abnormal condition. And the word analysis for the suffix ISS is the cholelithiasis. Over here, col means it is related to the bile or gall, and lith means it is stone or calculus. So the cholelithiasis is the abnormal condition of gallstone. Then itis, we have already studied. Itis means inflammation. So the word analysis for the suffix itis is the gastritis, that is inflammation of the stomach. Then lith, we have already seen lith means stone or calculus. And the word analysis for the suffix lith is the cholelith means gallstone. And the last one is the Malaysia. Malaysia means softening. And the word analysis for the suffix Malaysia is the chondromalacia or osteomalacia. Chondromalacia is the softening of the cartilage, while osteomalacia is the softening of the bones. Now another suffix are megali. Megali means enlargement. And the word analysis for the suffix megali is the cardiomegaly, that is enlargement of the heart. Then another one is the oma. Oma means tumor. And the word analysis for the suffix oma is the neuroma, that is the tumor composed of the nerve tissue. Then oasis, so that is abnormal condition or increase. And the word analysis for the terminology oasis is the cyanosis, that is purple color discoloration of the skin or mucous membrane. Over here cyan means blue. Then pathy. Pathy means disease. And the word analysis for the suffix pathy is the myopathy. Over here myo means it is related to the muscle, so the disease of muscle. Then suffix penia. Penia means decrease or deficiency. And the word analysis for the suffix penia is the erythropenia, leukopenia, thrombocytopenia, that is decrease in the red blood cell. Erythropenia means decrease in the red blood cell. Neutropenia, that is decrease in the neutrophil count. Thrombocytopenia means decrease in the platelet count. Then phagia. Phagia means it is related to the eating or swallowing. And the word analysis for the suffix phagia is the dysphagia. Over here dys means bad or painful. So it is dysphagia means inability or difficulty in the swallowing. Then fascia. Fascia means it is related to the speech. And the word analysis for the suffix fascia means aphasia. Aphasia, that is absence or impairment of speech. Then phobia. Phobia means fear. And the word analysis for the suffix phobia is the hemophobia, that is hemo means related to the blood, so fear of blood. Then plasia. Plasia means formation or growth. And the word analysis for the suffix plasia is the dysplasia, that is abnormal formation or growth of the cells or tissue. And the same way, another suffix which we can use for the formation or growth is the plasm. And the word analysis for the suffix plasm is the neoplasm. Neo means new formation. So neoplasm is an abnormal formation of new tissue. Then another suffix is the plagia. Now plagia means paralysis, and the word analysis for the suffix plagia is the hemiplegia. Over hemi means one half. So hemiplegia means paralysis of the one side of the body. Then ptosis. So ptosis is the prolapse or downward displacement. The word analysis for the ptosis means blepharoptosis. That is, blepharo means it is related to the eyelid. So blepharoptosis is the dropping of the upper eyelid. Then rage. Rage means bursting forth. The word analysis for the suffix rage is the hemorrhage. Hemorrhage means, hemo means it is related to the blood. So hemorrhage means bursting forth of the blood. Another term which is used for the bursting forth is the ragia. And the word analysis for the suffix regia is the menorrhagia. Over here, meno means menses or menstruation. So the menorrhagia is the profuse discharge of blood during menstruation. Now we will see various adjective, noun and diminutive suffixes. So the adjective suffixes are ek. Ek means pertaining to, and the L that means also pertaining to, and R which is also means pertaining to. And the word analysis for the adjective suffices ek is the cardiac, which means pertaining to the heart. Then word analysis for the adjective suffices L is the neural, that means pertaining to the nerve. And the word analysis for the adjective suffices R is the muscular, that is pertaining to the muscle. Another one is the airy, fine. So that is pulmonary, that means pertaining to the lung. Then there is a ul, that is esophageal, that is pertaining to the esophagus. Then there is a eek, so that is thoracic, so that is pertaining to the chest. Then there is a equal, that is pathological. Word analysis for the adjective suffices equal is the pathological, that means pertaining to the study of the disease. Then there is a ile. So the word analysis for the adjective suffices ile is the penile, that is pertaining to the penis. Then there is a that means posterior, that is pertaining to the back of the body. Then there is a us. So word analysis for the suffix us is the cutaneous, that is pertaining to the skin. And the last one is the ic, so that is acoustic, so pertaining to the hearing. So that is the word analysis of suffix ic. Then diminutive suffices. The meaning of diminutive is very minute or small. The diminutive suffices are the equal. Equal means small or minute. And another diminutive suffices which is used for the meaning, which is used for the word small or minute is the all and yule. So we will see word analysis for the equal first. So that is ventricle. So ventricle means it is the small cavity which is present in the brain or heart. Then all, that is arteriole. Arteriole, it is the artery means artery. So it is the smallest of the arteries or minute artery. And for the ule, that is venule. So venule, vein means vein. So it is the small vein continuous with capillary. So these are the diminutive suffices. Now we will see rules for the singular and plural suffices. So if singular suffices is the A, and if we want to make plural suffices from it, then we have to retain A and add E at the end of the it. An example is singular suffices is the plura, and if we want to make plural suffices from it, then it is pluri. So that is the one example. Another example is if the singular suffixes is the x, and if we want to prepare plural suffices from it, then drop the word x and add ces. For example, thorax, and the plural suffices will be thoraces. Another example is if the singular suffix is the n, and if we want to make plural suffixes, then drop en and add ina. For example, singular suffix is the lumen and the plural suffixes will be lumina. Another example is the singular suffixes, if it is is, then drop is and add es. For example, singular suffix is the diagnosis and the plural suffixes will be diagnosis. Fine. Another example is the ex. So, and so in the plural suffixes, drop ix and add ices. And the example of singular suffix is the appendix and the plural suffix is the appendices. Right? Appendices. Right? And if the singular suffix is the ma, in that retain ma and add ta. For example, singular suffix is the carcinoma and the plural suffix will be carcinomata. Fine. If the singular suffix is the on, then drop on and add a. For example, ganglion. So the plural suffix will be ganglia. For example, if the singular suffix is the then drop and add a. For example, singular suffix is the bacterium, but the plural suffix will be the bacteria. Another such example is the if the singular suffix is the us, then drop us and add I. For example, bronchus. So the plural suffix will be bronchi. And the last example is if there is a y, then drop y and add ies. For singular example is deformity, and the plural suffix will be the deformities. So these are the rules for singular and plural suffices. Now we will see what are the various prefixes. So prefix is a word element which is attached to the beginning of word or word root. However, not all the medical terms have a prefix. Adding or changing prefix changes the meaning of word. The prefix usually indicates number, time, position, direction or negation. So prefix usually indicates number, time, position, direction or negation, and they are usually attached to the beginning of a word or word root. For the example, this is the that is the prefix, and the word root is the natal. So the terminology derived from it is the prenatal. That means time and events before the birth. Now we will see various example of prefix and the medical word derived from it. So the example of prefix is the an, and the medical word derived after using the prefix an is the anesthesia. That means condition of not feeling. Then another prefix is the hyper. That means excessive or above normal. And the medical word derived after using the prefix hyper is the hyperthermia. So that is condition of excessive heat. Over therm is the word root and ia is the condition. Then intra. Intra means in or within, and the medical word derived from the you after using prefix intra is the intramuscular. Over here, muscule is the muscle, that is the word root, and means pertaining to. It is a suffix. Then the last one is the poly. Poly means many, much, and the medical word derived after using prefix poly is the polyuria. Over here, means urine and ia means condition. So polyuria, that is condition of excessive urine. Another one is the paranasal. Para means near, beside or beyond. Para means near, beside or beyond. Now we will see a common word root and suffix. What happen if we change the prefixes? Over here, word root and suffix will be the same. That is, nat means related to the birth, and the suffix is the l, that is pertaining to. Fine. So now we will see the meaning of this word after changing the various prefix. If we use prefix pre, that means prenatal. That is means pertaining to the period before birth. If we use prefix peri, that means around, and the word derived from it perinatal, so that is pertaining to the period around the birth. And if we use prefix post, that means after, the word derived from it is postnatal, that means pertaining to the period after birth. So changing the prefix changes the meaning of the word. Now we will see what are the various prefix of position. The first one is the epi, which means above or upon, and the word analysis for the prefix epi is the epigastric. Over here, gastri means it is related to the stomach, and ic is pertaining to. Epigastric is the pertaining to above the stomach. Second one is the hypo. Hypo means anything which is below or deficient. Right? And the word analysis for the hypo is hypoglycemia. So hypoglycemia means decrease in the blood glucose concentration. Then prefix infra, that means under or below. And the word analysis for the prefix infra is the infracostal. Here cost means ribs and L means pertaining to. So infracostal is the below the ribs. Then another prefix of the positions are sub. That means under the sub means under. And the word analysis for the sub is the subnasal. So under the nose. Fine. Then inter. Inter means between. So the word analysis for the prefix inter is the intercostal. That means between the ribs. Then post. Post means after or behind. And the word analysis for the prefix post is the postnatal. That is after birth. Then pre. Pre means before or in front of. And another word which can be used for the another prefix which can be used for the before or in front of is the pro. Fine. So the word analysis for the prefix pre is the prenatal, and the word analysis for the prefix pro is the prognosis. Prognosis means knowing before. And the another prefix is the retro. Retro means backward or behind. Fine. And the word analysis for the prefix retro is the retroversion. That means turning backwards. Version means turning. Then prefix of number and measurement. Prefix of the number and measurement are the bi. Bi means two. And the word analysis for the prefix bi is the bilateral. Means pertaining to two sides. Right? Then prefix another prefix is the diplo, and diplo means double. And so diplo means double, and the word analysis for the diplo is the diplopia. Diplopia means double vision. Opia means vision. Then another prefix is the hemi. Hemi means one half, and the word analysis for the hemi is hemiplegia. Hemiplegia is the paralysis of one half of the body. Plagia means paralysis that we have already seen in the suffices. Then hyper. Hyper means excessive or above normal. So word analysis for the prefix hyper is the hyperglycemia or hypercalcemia. Hyperglycemia means excessive glucose in the blood, which occurs in the diabetes mellitus. Or hypercalcemia means excessive calcium in the blood. So calc means calcium and emia means it is related to the blood condition that we have already seen in the suffices. Then same thing prefixes for the number and measurement. That is macro. Macro means large. And the word analysis for the prefix macro is the macrocyte. So cyte means cell. So the macrocyte is the large cell. Then micro. So the meaning of micro is the small. And the word analysis for the prefix micro is the, we can say microcyte. So that is small cell. And another example is the microscope. Fine. Then there is a mono and uni. The meaning of mono and uni is the one. And the word analysis for the mono is the monotherapy. Monotherapy means one treatment. Therapy means treatment. Fine. Then multi and poly. So multi and poly, meaning of multi and poly is the many or much. Fine. And the word analysis for the multi is the multigravida. Now meaning of gravida is the pregnant woman, and the multigravida means woman who has been pregnant for more than once. Then polyphobia. Polyphobia. Phobia means fear. Fear of many things. That is the meaning of polyphobia. Then another one are the primi. Primi means first. And the word analysis for the prefix primi is the primigravida. So over here, primigravida. So gravida is the pregnant woman. So primigravida means woman during her first pregnancy. Then quadri. Quadri means four. And the word analysis for the prefix quadri is the quadriplegia. So we have already seen plegia is the paralysis. So the quadriplegia is the paralysis of four limbs. Then tri. Tri means three. And the word analysis for the prefix tri is the triceps. So the triceps, seps means head. So triceps means three heads. Now we will see prefix of direction. Right? So first one is ab. Ab means from or away from. And the word analysis for the prefix ab is the abduction. Abduction means movement of limb away from the body, away from an axis of the body. So that is abduction. Right? Then another is the ad. Ad means toward. Ab means away and ad means toward. So the word analysis for the prefix ad is the adduction. That is movement of a limb toward the body. Fine. Then another prefix of direction is the circum. So circum means around. And the word analysis for the prefix circum is the circumrenal. So that is pertaining to around the kidney. Ren means kidney and L means pertaining to. So circumrenal is the pertaining to around the kidney. Same, we will see other common prefixes and the examples are A. A means without or not, and the example of using prefix A is the amastia. Mast means breast, and ia is the condition. Amastia means without a breast. Fine. Then N also means without or not. So word analysis for the prefix N is the anesthesia. So aesthesia means feeling. So the anesthesia is without feeling. Then another common prefixes are the anti or contra. The meaning of anti and contra is the against. Right? The word analysis for the prefix anti is the antibacterial, so against the bacteria, and the word analysis for the prefix contra is the contraception. Over here, seption means conceiving, against the contraception. Then Brady. Brady means slow. The word analysis for the prefix Brady is the bradycardia. Cardia means it is related to the heart, so the slow heart rate. Then Dis. Dis means dead, painful, or difficult. So the word analysis for the dis means dysphagia. Dysphagia. And so phagia means related to the eating or swallowing. So difficulty in the eating or swallowing. Then U. U means good or normal. So the word analysis for the uh, prefix U is the eupnea. Eupnea means normal breathing. Pnea means it is related to the breathing. Then hetero. Hetero means different. So the heterograft, that is different transplant. Then homo. So meaning of homo is the same. Fine. So homograft, that means same transplant. Graft means transplantation. Then another common prefix is the mal. Mal means bad. So malnutrition, that is bad nutrition. Malpractice, that is bad practice. Fine. And the other prefix is the pan. Pan means all. So pan arthritis. So that is arthritis. Itis means inflammation, and arth means joint. So inflammation of all joints. So that is pan arthritis. Another one is the pseudo. Pseudo means false. So pseudocyesis. So cysis means it is pregnancy, and pseudo means false. So pseudocyesis means false pregnancy. Then sin. Sin means together or join. So word analysis for the prefix sin is the syndactylism. So dactyly means it is related to the fingers, and ism means condition. So syndactylism is the condition of joint fingers. Then tachy. Tachy means rapid. So the word analysis for the prefix tachy is the tachypnea, and pnea means related to the breathing. So tachypnea means rapid breathing. That is all about medical word roots, combining forms, suffices, and prefix. Now we will see how to define medical words. So here are three basic steps for defining medical words using gastroenteritis as an example. The first one is the define the suffix or last part of the word. So in the word gastroenteritis, suffix is the itis, which means inflammation. And that is the first thing or first step. Second step is define the first part of the word, which may be a word root, combining form, or prefix. The first part of the word gastroenteritis is gastro, which means stomach. And so that is the second step. Third step is define the middle parts of the word. So the middle part of the word is enter, which means intestine. So combining all this thing, when we analyze word gastroenteritis, so the meaning is inflammation of stomach and intestine. So that is how we can define medical word. That is all about today's video. These are my references. Are the few suggestions for the medical dictionary that you can use for your medical educational purpose. First one is the Taber's Cyclopedic Medical Dictionary. One is Dorland's Medical Dictionary. And the third one is Black's Medical Dictionary. So that is all about today's video. Thank you. Like, share and subscribe my YouTube channel, that is Biochemistry Basics by Dr. Amit, and don't forget to press the bell icon so you can get all the notifications from it. Thank you.